Okay, so, this is going to be my review of MLP Season 6 finale, and what did I think of it? It was pretty good. Now, I will say that people are saying, oh, it's Suicide Squad. I would disagree that it's more like Thunderbolts, this whole team of, like, reformed villains and all that. You see, Suicide Squad's just villains and anti-heroes. This is, I feel like the Thunderbolts, Starlight Glimmer and the Thunderbolts seem like a better comparison than Suicide Squad. But yeah, or should you call it the Thunder Cults? I'll go sit in the corner now. But no, so the story is, if you didn't know, the story is basically that Starlight Glimmer and Trixie discover that, after getting a warning from Princess Luna, that the main six and all the princesses have been overshadowed by changelings, and yeah, Queen Chrysalis's plan is actually kind of malicious and genius at the same time, where it's basically, we're going to take the place of all the greatest heroes and world leaders of Equestria, overshadow them, and harvest the love on a grand magnitude to feed on it for all eternity. Yeah, it's Secret Invasion. It's basically Secret Invasion, and it's kind of similar to the story of the MLP first volume of the MLP comics, where it revolved around kind of a similar idea where the changelings took over Ponyville. But yeah, that is actually kind of a genius idea of just overshadowing all the leaders, controlling an entire kingdom from within. That's actually pretty smart for Chrysalis and the Changelings. But yeah, Trixie and Starlight stumble on this and team up with Thorax and Discord. The other big thing here is that Starlight is really starting to feel like, yeah, after going to the Fall Festival, she was kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of afraid I might go back to my old ways again. To which I respond with, they were just asking you to be in a baking contest, Starlight, come on. And yeah, Starlight, I'm still kind of like, the more I watch Starlight, the more I'm just like, okay, you have plot shields everywhere, and she's not, I don't hate her as some people do. I just think, when you think of reformed villains, you could basically look at Sunset's story and see that it was told better. With Starlight, it's just like, she is so powerful, and yet she's still the apprentice of Twilight Sparkle, and I just don't know, I think it's mostly the heel turn with it. It's just the whole heel turn of, oh, you're good and we're all gonna like you, whereas with Sunset, yeah, you could say, oh, but Sunset had the same thing where she instantly got accepted by the main six. Yeah, but we see in Rainbow Rocks, she was still being fucking hated by everybody, and it took her the entire film to get over that. So, yeah, it wasn't exactly like with Starlight, where everyone was just like, oh, we forgive you for being a dictator and basically creating multiple flashpoints throughout the timelines. Yeah. Anyway, so I did like the idea of having, a reformed villain team, and it does feel like this feels very different from any other season finales, where, It does have an epic feel to it, but I like how it's not the focus of, the main six are usually the focus of it, but nope, this is Starlight's story, and I really like how she plays off of Thorax, Discord, Trixie, and yeah, it's a lot of fun to see all of these characters together, and I love Discord's meta-commentary of, well, isn't this a great gathering of secondary characters? I would have preferred to see, a few more, at least, I want to see, other main six. I would have preferred at least 2 more characters for Trixie, Discord, and Thorax and Starlight to be with. This is the other main six. So, I would have liked to have seen, I don't know, who you could have put in there. Maybe one of the other background six, I don't know how you could shoehorn them, but then it just feels like they're being shoehorned in, but I would have liked to have seen, I don't know, maybe, now that I think about it, it's probably better that they didn't, because each character, Trixie is in here because she's Starlight's best friend and stumbled on the conspiracy as well, and Discord's here because he wants to find Fluttershy. Thorax is here because, yeah, he knows all about the Hive, and he was sent here by Sunburst to try to find Twilight. So it makes sense. If you find 2 other characters, then it probably would have been shoehorned in, so now that I think about it, it's probably better. I don't know. Anyway, so the four characters are really good together. I really enjoyed the moments with Discord and Trixie, where it's just, man, Discord just goes straight savage at one moment. Like, he just goes straight savage on Trixie at one point, and it's, ow. It is just a straight-up ow moment. But yeah, the story itself is really cool. We get to see the Changeling Kingdom, the Changeling Hive, and we get to learn that, yeah, this is probably the reason why Celestia and Luna didn't, swear vengeance after Canterlot Wedding, where we discover that, yeah, Chrysalis's throne she sits on is actually made of some kind of mystical power that nullifies magic. So, I would like to believe, headcanon-wise, in this little headcanon I'm coming up with right now, that Luna and Celestia did go after Chrysalis after they got knocked in, blasted off again. But yeah, when they got back, they ran back to the hive and like, haha, we'll stay, haha, you can't use your magic here. And Celestia and Luna are like, fuck, damn it. Well, you better stay there, or else. Yeah, so I think that's really cool. It makes sense, because that would make sense of why Celestia, because also the other thing is that they have, this is a good proxy, because Discord is obviously a god who can just go, snap, no more changelings. He could literally snap his fingers and this whole story would be, plot-wise ended. So, I do like how, yeah, he's an anti-magic field that could even nullify a god's power. But, yeah, anyway. So, another big thing is that, also, plot convenience, Thorax, he shares his love with all, and the changelings are like, fuck you, queen, we'll share our love. And boom! Thorax mega evolves into King Thorax, which he loses the ability to speak. He doesn't. Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm not the only one who should have noticed this. I cannot be the only one who noticed this happening. Was that Thorax, after he basically evolved into his new form. He didn't speak at all. He didn't talk. Like, did he just lose his ability to speak, or what? I don't know. But yeah, after he got his mega evolution, he couldn't speak anymore. But I do like the new designs for the new brightly colored changelings. I'm really curious to see in the next season, if at all, they'll do some pony changeling alliances now. And we still have Chrysalis as a villain, because I was afraid for 1 second that she was just going to be like, friendship. No! And I was like, I'm actually happy that Chrysalis is still a villain, because I didn't want another reformed villain. I like another constant enemy. So now that she's Starlight's enemy, I'm wondering how this is going to play out. So Chrysalis is still evil, Tyric's still evil, the Sirens, they're still evil, but they're powerless. We'll see where this goes. Who knows, maybe we'll get a Legion of Doom type story. I'd like to see that. Where you get, Chrysalis breaks out Tyric and then finds the Sirens, or something to that degree. I don't know if you could... Well, she did kind of do that already. She did kind of... well, it wasn't Chrysalis, but she did join, like, a Masters of Evil type group in the Siege of the Crystal Empire with the resurrection of Sombra. But he's now good, too. Yeah, in the comics... in the IDW comics, King Sombra is now... He's pure. All the darkness inside of him is gone, and now he's just running around with his girlfriend to go rescue to resurrect a other Alicorn princess that he killed in his younger years. Kind of. But anyway, so yeah, I would like to see that, like her teaming up with Tyrec and Tyrec and who else? I don't know. Maybe she can go work for Grogar? That's a villain I've been waiting to see in MLP for the longest time, is finally seeing this new version of Grogar. I really want to see Grogar done in this new continuity. And man, I'd like to have him as like the Emperor of Evil. Like he is the dark side. He's like dark side of Equestria. He's like all the other villains are afraid of. Like when Discord finds out, I was like, oh the hell, I ain't dealing with that. Bye. Yeah, that's what I'd like to have. Is like Grogar is like the Emperor of Evil. He is the living embodiment of it. He's a necromancer. Yeah, in the original series he showed up in, which I think was G1 or G3. I forget which one. But yeah, he's confirmed to be a necromancer. You know, a guy who raises the dead. Anyway, but I'm rambling at this point. So all in all, it was a fun episode. It was cool to see where the changes are going to go. It's cool to see that we still have Chrysalis around to be a villain. And I really, like, I'm wondering where they're going to take Starlight now, because, yeah, she's still Twilight's apprentice, but I'm wondering where they're going to go now that she has, you know, new friends and her powers are growing even more. But anyway, so you guys tell me, what did you guys think of this 2-part season finale? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know. Once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.